Hi everyone, I'll be discussing the 10 ill sexual practices associated with narcissists. You have to realize something. A narcissist is not like the typical person when it comes to sexuality. In terms of sexuality, they differ. Regarding sex, I am thus going to enter 10 distinct unhealthy habits of the narcissist. Number 1. Narcissists are essentially closet freaks. In what sense does that translate? As a result, many times narcissists are drawn to sexually unusual activities you are not even aware of. After spending some time with a narcissist, you could discover later on that, whatever it could be, whether they're closet gay, perhaps they're into threesomes, perhaps they're into child pornography, whatever it could be. They are closet freaks, though, in that they don't let you know what they like. They act as though they're into conventional wisdom. They project a healthy image. This is all to fool you and paint the picture that they are, traditional. Many narcissists lie in the beginning and tell you they are celibate. Oh, I haven't been with somebody in 3 years. Oh yeah, no, my religion. I'm not looking for sex. They might present themselves as religious, that they're not into all these crazy activities others engage in. That is not who they are. With a narcissist, they essentially want to present to you as wholesome innocent, and that cannot be farther from the reality. Number 2, they have more than one supply. Usually, they have a lot of various persons. Most of the time, they have no one supply. They love cheap thrills and require that continual validation. The narcissist craves low-cost gratification. Because it's a cheap thrill and they simply enjoy it, they also enjoy prostitution. Many of them, are the guy or the girl next door, and yet they enter the foot massage facility where prostitution is rampant. They are in the VIP rooms and are doing all these types of things. They are headed to the strip club. They have a whole other life that you are not even aware of, while they are trying to present themselves as, the all-healthy person married with children. They are therefore a freak behind closed doors, and number 2, they also dislike regular sex. Different sorts of sex appeal to narcissists. Their interests span several spheres. Though they could be into BDSM, whatever it could be, they are not conventional in terms of sex. The missionary posture or anything like that. They are constantly searching for that next best excitement. They want to experience new things. Which additional sexual activity is common among many narcissists? While not all narcissists, many of them you should be aware of are secret pedophiles. Many narcissists also have pedophilia. Indeed, they enjoy small children. Thus, while all pedophiles are indeed narcissists, since they lack empathy for their victim, not all narcissists are pedophiles. You should so pay close attention to the narcissism surrounding your children. You cannot simply bring anyone around to meet your children just because they appear nice and you are love-bombed. Since narcissists have twisted minds, you know that person at least a year before you ever bring them around your children. And they adore young people. Fresh is great, the younger ones. They adore it, and they can control them. They also flock to the young as they are rather, worried about beauty, and hence seek for sex. They go to the older when searching for money, as they realize the older is typically better established for money. Their goal in seeking money is this. They opt for someone older, but when they're searching for sex, normally, they go for younger, okay. And some of them, real young, could be pedophiles, as you know. Stories abound about this, where a woman often becomes engaged with a man believing he is interested in her, while he is actually pursuing her kid or son. All right, so you got to. You cannot bring these folks near your kids, period. Finish of the tale. Actually, I was reading an article about one of the housewives whose husband was mentioning how her daughter would look in a thong. That is dubious. Why would he be staring at her daughter considering her thong attire? This suggests the individual might be a pedophile and has a warped mind. To even say something like that. But see, people do not put it together. You have to see this. They engage in another disgusting activity as well. You must realize, though, that narcissists are not conventional. They are not into conventional objects. They enjoy, strange activities. And hence, what does that mean? Anything goes then. Therefore, never be surprised if a narcissist sleeps with a sister, brother, cousin, relative, or family friend. Incest would not cause second thought for them. Does it mean then every narcissist is like that? It does not neither. This is for the trolls out there. Some of them wouldn't give second thought about having sex with a blood cousin. Alright, you know stories about these kinds of things, and they wouldn't hesitate to accompany maybe your mother, sister, relative, closest friend. Regarding some narcissists, there is no, morality or ethics based on code. Again, I'm not asserting all narcissists, but some of them are capable of this. Furthermore, you have to realize that everything goes with a narcissist. They live for thrills, for cheap exhilaration. The villain to the narcissist is boring. Understand this. Narcissists detest all that is dull. So, guess what? Even if you could be a great attractive man or woman, and you could be providing your spouse with the finest sex ever, it will boring the narcissist. You people, it's the same slice of pizza. Hence, even if you're gorgeous as hell, the narcissist will become bored with you. Pizza for dinner every night bored them, and they yearn for something different. Many people thus battle with this since they feel, I contributed my part. Great sex. I was always looking great, and why would they go and cheat on me? Well, don't take it personally. Simply said, they wanted something fresh and bored with you. They will bored with whoever they are with. Their ill brains prevent them from appreciating or being happy with what they already have. They therefore lose decent people, you guys. Narcissists miss decent people. This is how they manipulate. Thus you would believe that their ex was lame, didn't desire sex, or was no fun in bed, even when they could have fun in bed. They will claim, oh, my ex didn't want to do certain things, which would be most of the time a straightforward lie. But it's so that the new person will perform fresh activities and provide the narcissist plenty of sex. And they like making their exes ashamed as well. Dealing with a narcissist, especially a hidden narcissist, you also have to keep in mind that they truly detest closeness. In what sense does that translate? It's not about lovemaking. It's not about loving the individual. It relates to having sex and leaving. For the narcissist, that is what sex is. Quick fulfillment to simply please themselves and get off. Their dislike of cuddling stems from their need for that distance. Many of them will get off, have sex, then they want to, like throw you to the side of the bed, or they get up and want to leave. They have been done. They don't want the intimacy. They don't want to hold you. They don't want to cuddle with you. They don't want to get too close to you because they don't want their feelings all engaged and get hurt down the road. You will thus always be aware of their somewhat distance, as they always maintain. As they cannot disguise it in the bedroom, you will really feel remoteness. You will feel whether that person is truly giving you in the bedroom and having, love to you, or whether they are simply using you to get off and have sex. And that's the narcissist. He wants off to have sex. I am reviewing my 6 sexual practices of the narcissist. Another thing you have to know about narcissists is that they also enjoy hiding behind pornography. They're, talking away, maybe live porn or whatever, and they're into porn, sometimes particular sorts of porn that you might not even be aware of. They're getting on their porn sites when you're headed to work. They are, living that secret life of being into freaky things, and one of those things is pornography. Years down the road when you catch that site up on the computer and you're like, what? What the hell is this? Porn is their favorite medium. It's a means of escape for them to get away and, do what they have to do and not have to tell you about. It is discreet. They enjoy the anonymity of it, that they are leading the secret existence. They might have folks on pornography websites they are conversing with. People have told me one other thing that I want to bring up about the narcissist as well, that, most of them are quite sexually active. Thus, what you're going to notice with them is that they're constantly showering. They shower endlessly. Certain of them will shower several times during the day. Why is it so? They realize they are doing something they shouldn't be doing when they have somebody, a partner, and they are trying to wash off all the smut of their bodies. They want to wash off all that humiliation. They thus wash themselves continuously, shower 4 or 5 times during the day. They are fixated. The irony in all that is, though, they will make their spouse unclean and embarrass them. Whether they're talking about themselves or whatever they're saying to you, they want to take all the guilt. That is truly what they're talking about. They are so seeking that humiliation of feeling dirty for all their 6 sexual activities and will put it on you. Call you nasty, call you this, call you that. They will find great obsession in it. And since they know they're sleeping around, they might be fixated on your hygiene as they fear infections. Also, some of them are careless. Since they are all narcissists motivated by urges, they do not even utilize protection. They won't care. They'll take a chance. This is the reason many of them get people pregnant constantly without thinking things out. But they want to shame their partners, say they lack excellent hygiene, they don't shower enough, this and that, so that they may blame someone else for their being dirty and disgusting. Okay. To enable them to be dirty and repulsive. Thus, let me go over here my 6 sexual practices of the narcissist. 1. Behind closed doors, they are a weirdo. They dislike ordinary sex. Though they are not actually beautiful, they act like such. That's all a gain when they inform you that initially you people. 2. They might be a pedophile and target your children or have a passion for small children. 3. They are not traditional when it comes to sex. They're into freaky things. They're also into threesomes. 4. And here's another thing, you guys, about the narcissist. Most of the time, narcissists don't like giving oral sex. They like receiving oral sex, but they don't like giving oral sex. But if you have a narcissist that likes giving oral sex, the reason that they like giving that oral sex is because they want the praise and admiration of that person to say, "Wow, you're the greatest I've ever had." So, anytime a narcissist, if ever, would give you oral sex, it's because they're looking for that praise, that admiration, that they are the greatest sexual partner you ever had, so that they could have an ego boost and think that they are freaking terrific in the bedroom. Okay, that's a fact. So, notice that whether your partner likes to give oral sex or not, and also they may not like to give oral sex a lot because they're with a lot of partners. They're with a lot of partners, and oral sex is a very personal thing, so they don't want to get too close. Number 3, their objective is basically to, have sex, and that's it, get off, whatever, and they'd want to be pleased, but they don't want to please somebody else. 6, they don't have a problem. Some of them don't have a problem with incest, sleeping with a cousin, sleeping with a sibling, sleeping with a stepmom, whatever. They may not have a problem with that, or sleeping with a stepdad, because again, remember what I told you. Narcissists have no morals and values. Anything goes. They're not God-based. They don't follow any kind of laws, any kind of rules, any kind of regulations. They're going to do whatever the hell they want to do, and they don't give a rat's ass about any rules of what they should and shouldn't be doing. It's all about their instant gratification and their pleasure. So, remember this. Anything goes when it comes to a narcissist and sex. Sorry, you guys, I'm still suffering a little bit with this cold that I'm taking forever to get rid of. Once more, they have a porn obsession. They might be interested in strange, bizarre, and goofy pornographic stuff that you wouldn't believe. They're preoccupied with trying to wash off all the filth because they know they're doing, disgusting, dirty things, so they take several showers throughout the day. They detest intimacy and snuggling. Additionally, you will experience loneliness while interacting with the narcissist. Another explanation for why you feel lonely with the narcissist and they end up living with you is that, eventually, they will no longer want to have sex, or show any intimacy that you may have initially believed you had. That was supposed to entice you, and they may have initially been fantasizing about you or longing for you. But as we all know, lust is short-lived, and they might suddenly despise you, They don't break up with you, but they don't want to be close to you. To exploit you, they keep you around. Alternatively, they make you so disgusted that you do a reverse discard and get rid with them. Why the hell am I even in this relationship? Is what you're thinking when you're living like a roommate before that. It's essentially like having a roommate if you're not getting anything from the connection, such as intimacy, closeness, or cuddling. The reason for this is frequently that the narcissist, especially a covert one, is leading a secret life somewhere else. They don't